A while back I went through like the dark night of the soul, but now I think I'm going through some type of ego death. I don't some guy named Carl Jung, I don't know if he's a crackpot or whatever, but he seemed to hit the thing on the head. Had a dream about this old guy and pigs, horribly deformed old guy, going through like I was walking through like a rustic village and I kept trying to avoid him. Now, age can mean a lot of things in dreams, but in my opinion, I think this guy represents like a sage and wisdom unaccepted. And I guess you roll back to that one video where I was like, once you guys get accountability, I'll get integrity. That might be what the dream's about. Acting with integrity. I don't think now is the time to have an existential crisis. But I don't think anybody has an existential crisis deliberately. Yeah, definitely not now. Is not the time to have an existential crisis. But I'm having one. I'd ever have been an ego-based brain and think about the fucking Blondie and Control. Hey Blondie, how in control are you when I figured out what your plan is? That means you're not in control of shit, dude. If you're gonna manipulate people, the point of manipulation is to not get caught. When you get caught, that means you lost. And it's in your blood. What do I say? Control has always been an illusion with me. And I guess physically, you can do a bunch of things to ruin somebody's life. This is what the church is definitively showing me time and time again. With overwhelming force, you can ruin somebody else's life. And hats off to all you guys putting in that work for that. I'm pretty sure it's not easy, ruining my life and murdering any woman I like. I know you guys put in extra hard work on that. And I'm pretty sure the church has never said I thank you. So thank you for that. You're doing great. I don't know how to explain what is going on in my head. I said I don't feel fear. I don't feel like delusion. I'm detached from everything. It's not like a depression. It's something different. Something unique. The Carl Jung guy said there's a thing people do where they enter a state, and only few people like Jesus and Buddha do it. They transform into something more powerful. I don't know. I spoke about this with Anal Eaten Mummy God. I think I mentioned it in a past video where he said, like, I was like, yeah, every 30 years or so, some guy comes along, he does something good, and then we shoot him in the head. I was like, JFK was going to give everybody healthcare, they shot him in the head. I was like, Martin Luther King, the Malcolm X, that I was like, the March for Rights, got shot in the head. I was like, Abraham Lincoln freed the slaves, shot in the head. And then he was like, and I was like, that guy that reported that church as a human trafficking ring, and then he signed that paper, shot in the head, and he was like, oh! Well, you know, I think I already did the thing. He's not dead. Like, yeah, that guy was me. But, the problem is they had erased my mind, and they had stolen everything from me. They did everything they could, because they have no morals, and they have no values, at all. Outside of integrity, apparently, but their integrity isn't normal integrity. It's, I made a promise to the church, and regardless of how evil, demented, and fucked up the church is, I'm gonna do what they want. No matter what, because I'm an imbecile. I do not know what delusional safety is promised in Control. Stu makes the world unsafe, and then he promises control through the church as long as you do what he wants, as he makes the world unsafe. And the guy in charge, he's both the devil and God. So what does he do? He makes the world unsafe to scare you into going to his church. That's the entire thing. And I remember this shit with Stu flipping out like, why won't you join my church? Because your church fucking sucks, dude. Your church fucking sucks. Okay? And the people in your church fucking suck. I remember Kevin being like, why won't you say you're one of us? All you have to do is say you're one of us. And I was like, because being one of you is the most disgusting thing I could do on the fucking planet. And I just, we're not that bad. You are that bad. Whatever, man. I don't feel proper rage or anger. I don't even know how to describe exactly the feeling I feel right now. The ego is supposed to protect you through control and fear and all those things, and I simply do not feel either of those in this state. I hope I can stay in this state, but Carl Jung said that you're supposed to move through it and become the other you, or a you, but another you, like, yeah. I know money, facade, and ego, and all that shit is just, it's idiot thoughts. Like, it's idiot thoughts. Yeah. Like I said, I don't fully comprehend what's going on in my head. All this time down here meditating and trying to fix what's broken, like, I don't know. Like I said, it's a very weird thing. There's this thing, Carl Jung said something about psilocybin and how it enables people to tap into the state, but it's not sustainable. They can't stay in it. I seem to be inside this state here. Like, yeah. And I don't know how to explain that, which I guess something Blondie would definitely be jealous of because he's a fucking loser. Yeah. I guess that's it.